name is Steven, and this is my daughter Jordan, and together we run Good News Roofing, own and operate it. We have been in business since 2009. I actually took the company over in early 2016, and then Jordan came on board right after college and has started helping us grow the business.
Yeah, I joined the company in 2019 after I graduated from Texas A&M. It's been amazing to step into an ownership role with my dad. Getting to work as a family and grow a business together is so special, and I don't think that everyone gets to have that opportunity, and we're really grateful to be able to work together. A roof is so much more than just shingles. It's covering people's memories, like their birthday parties and the special occasions that they're going to have in their home, which is their biggest investment. And so we get to make sure that that's secure and safe, and done really well by a team who cares. So yeah, we operate with integrity in everything we do. Steve and I have been very intentional the way we've grown the company. We made sure that we would never sacrifice our quality as we've grown, and that's super important to us.
Yes, we've learned a lot, and insurance has changed, technology's changed. We've been able to incorporate all of that into our business. We've got project managers who are with you from the beginning to the very end of your project, and we just try to take every project personally and seriously, and really just try to be servants to the clients that we come in contact with. Even though we're primarily a roofing contractor and that's our specialty, we kind of like to think of ourselves as the person that would be your home services specialist. So we can do anything from your roof, we can do fencing, we can do seamless rain gutters, we can do siding and painting, we can do window screens, we can do window replacements, we can do almost anything to do with the exterior of your home. We also can do interior repairs. If you had a leak and you have sheetrock damage, we have great contractors that can come in and do the repairs in there.
Let's get into roofing 101. First up, why should you replace your roof? Roofs need to be replaced for two reasons, either storm damage or age. Storm damage is wind or hail, and these are usually covered under homeowners insurance.
With storm damage, primarily we're looking for hail damage, which impacts the shingle and can look okay from the ground, but it's not till you get up on the roof and look at it closely that you can see where it's actually, in some cases, punctured the shingle or bruised it so badly that it's got severe granule loss, and those actual spots would in years wear into a hole. The other is wind damage, which is more visible from the ground. Sometimes you'll see shingles on the ground, or you can actually see whole sections or small sections of your roof that you can visibly see that they're missing. One thing that we hear from a lot of homeowners after a hailstorm is, well, I looked up and my roof looks fine. But you really can't see that from the ground. That requires an actual physical inspection or a drone inspection up close.
Age is not covered under homeowners insurance, but that means a roof has reached the end of its lifespan.
In Texas, we find that 15 to 20 years is kind of the maximum life out of a typical shingle roof. And again, it can look good from the ground. An inspection is actually the best way to check for either hail, wind, or just age. So those are your kind of primary reasons why you would need to replace your roof. Next up, what is roof damage and how to identify it?
Yeah, if you're looking at your roof from the ground, you're only going to be able to see so much. So that's why it's important that you have someone inspect it. But there are some things that you can notice from the ground. One thing we look out for is a shiny look to a roof, which is an indicator that your fiberglass is showing through, which means your roof is old. If you can find granules on the ground or a lot of granules in your gutter, that's another indicator that your roof has reached the end of its life. If it has a lot of streaks, so dark colored streaks, that is an indicator that it's older and reaching the end of its life, because that's algae growing on your roof. Hail is not really visible from the ground unless it's really large, but you'll see bruises on the shingle. Wind damage is pretty visible because you'll notice missing shingles or flapping shingles or shingles that look a little bit out of line. That is an indicator of roof damage. Another thing is if your roof is leaking, that's obviously a really big indicator that there's something wrong with it. But not all leaks are detectable. Sometimes a roof is leaking and it's just rotting out your decking. So it is good to have it maintained and checked.
Once we do an actual inspection on your roof, we provide a detailed photo report and we actually make notes on each of the photos to tell you what we're seeing. Some of the things that we can see on a roof are actual holes from a large hail impact. And then also we would see creased in the shingle. Sometimes you can't see that from the ground, but if wind actually flips the shingle up and then it lays back down, it'll have a break and a crease, but it'll lay back down. That's a premature wind damage waiting to happen. The next windstorm can actually rip off a section if it's not addressed. Some other things that we see is exposed nail heads, where when the roof is installed, the nail heads that are exposed are sealed and caulked, but that breaks down over time. We see a lot of incorrect flashing work when we get up on roofs. It really does matter how the quality of the install is done, and we see a lot of the cheaper roofs where the installers actually cut corners and did things that you wouldn't see from the ground, but it's on a visual inspection that we would actually find out.
Next, we're going to talk about what the roofing process looks like from start to finish. So everything starts with an initial inspection with the company. Whenever you call in or fill out a form online, we will come out and take a look at your roof and assess the roof for what needs to happen. Whether that's a repair, whether you're okay with your current roof system, or if you need a replacement or to file an insurance claim, we will make a recommendation and provide you with photos as well to show you what we found when we were up on your roof, so you have evidence.
Typically the day before the install, we are going to have materials delivered either in your driveway or upon your roof. We come out that day, we actually check the materials that have been delivered to make sure that we got the right things delivered to the right home. We will typically also do a pre-attic inspection at that time. Our project manager will get up in the attic and they will look for things like water lines, gas lines, AC lines. And the next morning, my crew will show up typically around 7 o'clock. They will pull the trailer into the driveway. They will get on the roof and start the takeoffs part of it. And then depending on the size of the roof, we will be done in, 4, 6, 8 hours typically.
We want to be in and out very quickly so we're not disturbing your home and disturbing your environment and not putting your roof at risk while it's potential for rain.
And once we're done, we do a post-attic inspection. We also do a roof physical inspection. We get on the roof and do a quality check on all of that. And then we do a final cleanup. We blow out gutters, we run magnets between shrubs, and also put ground tarps and shrub tarps all around to protect everything as best we can.
We do a really thorough cleanup at the end of the day because that is very important to us, that we're not leaving behind debris, and we always want to leave your home cleaner and better than we found it.
And then we actually do a walk around with you, the client.
And something that I will add is that processes and standards are extremely important when it comes to roofing. And as a company, whether you use Rudy as your project manager or Micah as your project manager or any of the other project managers, you're going to get the same experience because we have really trained our team and educated them on the process that we follow so that it's the same experience for every client from start to finish, no matter who they're working with. So that's very important when you're looking at a roofing contractor, is to understand that they have a set process and standards and expectations for their team.
So now we'll talk about product. It really does matter what is being put on your roof. The product that we install is a very high quality product. In our opinion, is pretty much the best product that you can put on your roof. So much so that I have it on my own house. This is what I installed on my own home, and this is what I recommend for clients.
Atlas is a designer shingle, which I am a big fan of because if I'm going to install a shingle on a home, I want it to be the best. Atlas offers a variety of colors, and with the Scotch Guard protection, we are guaranteed that our roofs are never going to streak. And I love that feature. It gives me peace of mind knowing that clients are going to have a beautiful roof with a lot of great color options.
But we typically start with what's called a 50-year architectural Class 3 hail impact resistant roof. We install an Atlas product. because we believe it's the best, but we can install any of the major manufacturers, whether it's Owens Corning, GAF, Malarkey, any of those. We can install all of them, but we're actually a diamond level contractor with Atlas because we believe in that product greatly. It's a minimum class 3, which is up to 1.75 inch hail resistant shingle. We also do a fully synthetic underlayment under the shingles, and we do a special pre-cut hip and ridge shingle. So the shingle that's on the top of your house is not a cheap shingle that's cut down, it's actually made and pre-cut for the hip and ridge.
Financing is a great option in roofing, even if you're paying for your roof cash or if you have an insurance claim.
If you have an insurance claim with a $1,000 deductible, then the cost would be $1,000 for your deductible. The size of the roof is what determines cost. So a typical home, a typical roof in our area on the smaller side is what's called 30 squares, which is basically 3,000 square feet. So if you imagine taking a roof and laying it flat, that's the size of the roof. So you could have a 1,500 square foot living space home, but your roof could be 3,000, 3,500, 4,000 square feet. So it depends. And nowadays everything is ordered through satellite imagery. So we actually have a satellite measurement ordered on your home that determines every detail of the roof, the size, how much of hip and ridge, how much of valley, all those details. And we basically put all that into our estimating software, and that determines price.
So whether you're paying for your roof through retail or through your insurance company, we have some really amazing financing options to make a roof available to a client for a matter of several $100s a month, because we want you to have access to a safe and protected roof no matter your financial situation. We have some 0% financing options, which allows you to not pay any interest for the first 12 months, which is an amazing option for our clients. A lot of our clients even choose to pay for their insurance roofs through financing. So if you have an insurance claim, you can actually use the insurance proceeds that you've gotten from that claim and pay off higher interest debt, or use it for a family vacation or some other home repairs that you're in need of. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Jordan and this is Steven. We're the owners of Good News Roofing. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our video about Roofing 101, but you can find our other social media handles linked below. We appreciate you following along with our channel.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.